Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review of Married at First Sight. So let's get into it because it was a lot to talk about. Not so much, but anyway, let's get into it.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and feel some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first.
What's going on, KoEd Camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video, Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife right here with her new hairstyle. What's your name, child? I gave you compliments. Now go
I thought you
people.
finna say something.
No,
I thought you finna continue. Your new hairstyle, beautiful, gorgeous,
no,
brilliant.
not tonight because you've been moody all night. Moody. Go ahead.
Like you don't have a mood or two or three.
Go
You're
ahead,
Gemini
tell.
child. You got a mood, a whole nother person you deal with. A little, yeah. So all of that.
Don't do that because you said little. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not like that, man. You take that back, man.
I mean back and forth. I don't
man,
mean
you better watch your words, man.
That is so old school. Don't nobody do that.
Yeah, they do. They do. No. Hey, it's hey, that's what y'all rock that. It's fine if y'all rock like, but I'm not like that, man.
But anyway,
I don't know why she
that
did
is
like
not
that.
what I meant.
Dang, so, watch what you doing, man.
Like you don't watch what you doing. Oh yeah, y'all don't like each other. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It's part of marriage. It's part of marriage. It is what it is. Honey, you must have never been married before. Anyway, so my name is Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney Eddie. This channel's all about relationship reviews, entertainment. It's about our famous rants and jokes. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Married at First Sight, which was kind of boring tonight. To be honest with you, it was boring to me.
Well, I guess so, because you were taking naps in between.
Yeah, it was boring, man. God, it was boring, man. I can't wait till they get to the action and the drama and the circus and the clowns. That's what I can't wait till they get to. That's why I have to wait.
So if you're brand new to this channel and subscribe yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We like to keep it raw
and real
and have fun
and jokes
and all that stuff or whatever. So yeah, join the club, join the KoEd Kinfo family. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. So
excuse me.
And the nasty.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, the weekly update. Got heartburn, man. And, you know, I've been trying to take some of my heartburn, so I've been having gas and indigestion, man. So yeah, you know, that's what I'm dealing with this week, y'all. So bear with me and show me a little grace. I'm burping in your ear.
No, that's
and all
nasty.
that. I apologize in advance. I'm done. And I was going to tell them about your ailment. She coughing and she got phlegm on her throat. Phlegm in your throat. Yeah, you.
Did you hear phlegm in my throat?
Yeah, so I saw you spit some phlegm out. Is it phlegm or phlegm? Phlegm.
Nasty. So all the couples are waking up. You know, they spent their first night together, so you know they got to go and talk to all the kin folks and all that stuff, whatever. So you know, in between that, they did a lot of little small talk. So Michelle is talking to David, and this woman is obsessed and turned off about that man staying in his mama's basement. And I don't blame her, but it's not gonna work.
Me personally, no shade towards David, but I don't think he should have been on the show.
Nope.
He wasn't ready. You know, I understand you trying to move back home and save money, but before you came on the show, you should have moved out and got your own place. You talking about grown women here. Grown women. You're not talking about college kids or college girlfriend. You stand at home like you're in college. I'm talking about grown women that have their own jobs, they have their own career, have their own places. And here you are. I understand you working 2 jobs, you move home to save money, but man, your timing was bad. Should have waited till you got yourself together, in my opinion. What you think, baby?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they should have had him on the show. Like, these grown people, not like 20s, in their
You talking
early
about
20s and stuff
late
like
30s,
that.
early
Yeah,
40s,
that
man.
that should be somewhere in the point of finding yourself, knowing what you want, and just kind of living on your own. So that kind of scares her,
Don't
bad.
blame
So Madison is meeting with Alan friends and family. So poor Alan mama now, baby.
She looks at her baby boy.
But the fact that she just like, she's crying, she was just like, basically, I don't want him hurt. And, but you seem like a good person for him and stuff like that. And Madison was like, ooh, I don't want to let the mom down, his folks down and stuff like that or whatever. I'm a people pleaser. So, it's kind of hard for me. I think she said she'll people please. It's kind of hard for me, but I really think that Madison knows it's not going to work.
Yeah, I think her friends and family know that too, because they keep throwing the pretty boy thing up. Well, Alan, you typically you're not her type. She usually go for the pretty boys. And, to me, if I was Alan, I'd take offense to it. What you trying to say? I'm not pretty? Well, you know what I'm saying? You trying to call me ugly? So yeah, I'd take offense to it.
So, Alan meets Madison's friends and family, and first thing her dad was like, okay, seeing y'all talking about sex and having
Get
children, all that
tested,
stuff, whatever.
baby.
Yeah, you got to get them tested.
Yeah, get tested. I want to see the paperwork, man.
He did say that.
Yeah, I want to see the paperwork. I want to make sure it got stamped by the doctor. It got to be up to date. I want to see all your shots. But dang, he trying to do like he was a pet or something,
Yeah, he was like, ooh, that was
Now I
weird.
can see
Them saying it.
the girl, his wife saying it. You know what I'm saying? But the dad saying
To me, that these folk overstepping. They got these parents dealing with these grown people overstepping and saying too much stuff that the couple should be saying and talking
Right.
amongst themselves. You know what I'm saying? So like that, I think that was totally weird and totally out of place.
It's like my mom,
especially if your child is grown.
Right. It's like my mom asked you, hey, I want to see your STD paperwork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
No.
like you're grown.
That should be between the two spouse, the husband and wife, the parents, man. Come on, man. And maybe this is a production, making the parents do more stuff and get more involved into the conversation.
Maybe, but it's just weird, especially that one. Do they get them questions to ask, or do they say, "Hey, ask this question"?
I think it's because this is like this on this one episode, it's like 3 parents ask like
overstep.
Yeah, boundaries, questions. I'm like, man, you shouldn't. That's not your business. That's not your role.
How your daughter ain't had some kind of STD in
the
past?
Yeah, I would ask them.
I want to see her.
I see her paperwork, man.
Right. So, that was just weird. But anyway, Alan, Madison family did say, I think it was a friend or sister or somebody was just saying that, basically you're not her typical type. She normally likes the pretty boys and stuff like that. And
that would bother me, man.
That would bother you?
Yeah, you keep saying that to me.
Well, pretty boy is a type, and you'll find out that Alan did not know what a pretty boy was, but so you're not her typical type and all that stuff, whatever. She said, but I did see y'all at the wedding. Seemed like y'all had good chemistry, kind of connected and all that stuff, whatever.
What would be another way of saying that instead of saying pretty boy?
It ain't no other way, because when I think of a pretty boy, I have an image in your
right,
in my head.
But that's your opinion what a pretty boy is. Some women might say,
no. That's what it is. What? If you know what the word pretty boy means.
Well, it's a pretty boy.
You want
no, I'm for real. Because, real talk. Because your definition of pretty boy might be different from somebody else's definition of pretty boy.
They said she explained what a pretty boy is. More of a man that's a metrosexual. So
what's a metrosexual?
A man that has like not feminine ways, but he take care of himself like a female. Like you may get your nails done.
That's not me.
Or manicure, pedicure, but you're more on the clean cut side. That's basically what it is. You take care of yourself.
This is not clean cut here. This is a beard. To me, a clean cut is no beard. Okay.
No, clean cut is you're just clean about your appearance yourself. You're gonna make sure yourself is in order. When you go out, you gotta make sure your stuff in order. Like you like the polo stuff from head to toe.
That's not clean cut though. Clean cut to me, in my definition, clean cut is clean face, taper haircut.
Excuse me. I'm a woman. Okay,
Okay.
and I don't think no man say I want a pretty boy woman. It's a term that women use, right? So I'm a woman. She explained it later on what it was,
I
and she
have.
said metrosexual, more clean cut type of man.
Hey, getting nails. I get
You know,
dirt. I get dirt under my fingernails because
and
where I work.
and
Okay.
what you do? You go in there and clean it out.
Because
It
I
don't
have a
stay
lot
that
of
long.
dirt in there because I'm working.
What I'm saying, you clean it out.
I'm
Some
not
men
getting
don't
on
do that.
pedicures and put
And then
polish on
what
my
you?
hand.
I didn't say that.
On my
You can
nails.
get your hands manicured without putting polish on it. That's what they want to just keep their
Man,
nails there. And then
I'm
the
a
fact too.
roughneck. I'm a roughneck. I ain't no
No, you a
metrosexual.
neck bone because you ain't no rough neck child. So anyway, let's move on. Spend too much time on that. So now you got Ike and Tina. Excuse me. I mean you
How
got
you
Ike.
call that man Ike and Tina? No, that's
His
a bad.
nickname. His
That's a
nickname.
bad premonition, though.
I'm
That's
just
a
playing.
very bad
His
premonition.
nickname is Ike, and her nickname is M. So yes, we ain't got to go through all of that. Honey.
I can Turner. Then all of a sudden,
I can turn them.
I can Tina. And I don't like clowns and circus. You better not. You know what I'm saying?
So Ike meets M's family, and he was explaining to them that he was previously engaged about 12 years ago. He had problems in that relationship and stuff like that, but he has evolved and he has moved forward and everything like that. As far as M, she meets his family, and and I don't know who that lady was, child, that was talking, but she was like, he's real popular on
That's his
social media.
friend, I think.
Because he's into the music and all that stuff, whatever. So how do you feel like, we have a lot of women that are checking for him and stuff like that. So, y'all out, or women in his inbox and stuff like that. So what do you need to do to kind of, make him feel secure? She said, I don't have to do nothing. That's on him. That is on him. He need to make sure that I'm secure in this situation. So yeah, some woman talking to him, some woman in his inbox, he needs to put that in check. Basically, I said, come on.
That was a very good answer, though. That was a good answer.
I said, come on, and she said that like, baby, she was ready for it. It wasn't that she had to think. It was like, so it's on him.
That
Exactly.
was a good answer, yeah.
It's up to a man to say, hey, I'm available or not available, or to entertain or not entertain somebody if he is in a committed relationship or married. So yeah, it's on him. So it'd be up to Eddie if the people was in his inbox DMs or trying to,
But I
contact
got
him.
me as a man, I have to make sure that you feel confident and safe and whatnot. So if I got to let you watch, look at my phone, if I have to let you look through my social media to make you feel comfortable, so be it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my job, to make you feel comfortable, to make sure you're not, because you also, when you're doing that, you're protecting that person's heart too. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. And a lot of people say, "Oh, if they don't trust you, you ain't gotta do all that. That's on them." No, some people some people will say that's on that person if they don't trust that person. Like for instance, if I make you feel insecure because my inboxes of my phone and whatnot, that's not on me. It's on you. But I don't believe in that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I believe I got to do whatever I can do to make sure you feel good about the situation. Right.
Because if you're doing anything, then that sparks a doubt of trust. Right. It'll start affecting the trust, and now I don't trust you if I see you doing this or pretend. So now I'm looking, So yeah, you can't just be willy nilly and doing stuff like that. You have to protect the relationship on both ends. So yeah. So yeah, kudos to her for that, because that was great. So Emma, if you watching this, greatly said.
She probably not.
Yeah, she probably will watch it. Yeah.
She anyway, too busy. My man. Probably can't hear us anyway.
So Michelle meets David's family, and Michelle said that some of her like things that she don't like, some of the things, what they call pet peeve or something like that, is seeing a man in flip flops. I said, well, I could see David in a bunch of flip flops if he ain't had them on, child.
Yeah.
And I used to have a problem with this, and this was so long time ago. But when flip flops like became really like popular, especially as a young adult, or I think a young adult for me, I was like, I don't like people seeing people in flip flops unless you're at the beach. But I didn't like seeing people walk around with flip flops because I don't know. In my mind, it just always signified lazy. I don't know why, but it's just like you hardly picking up your feet. It just signified lazy to me, especially if you wore them all the time. But of course, I kind of grew out of that. I got me a couple flip flops, suit that I like to put on here and there. But yeah, so she don't like to see, I guess, a grown man in flip flops.
Yeah, you must have had it good back in the day, because in the hood we couldn't wear flip flops. Cause you got to wear flip flops, you got to run. You can't run on flip flops, so hey, you got to wear tennis shoes, man. So I never had flip flops like that back in the day.
I don't think I could see you as you. Would flip flop be something you want to wear?
No,
okay.
I don't like them things being in my toe. It hurt my big toe, So plus, like I said, when you got to break out and run, you can't run on flip flops. Why would you be running? Back in the hood, man, you got to duck and dodge from the pew-pews, man. You ducking and dodging, then you try to run, flap, 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 flap. You act like you was staying somewhere in Compton like Boys in the Hood. Please stop. I grew up in the projects. But it doesn't matter. But still, you were. I was, man. Like man, please, man. You had to survive, man. We had to survive, man. And yeah, man. Stay in the projects, man. You got, you had to survive. Man. So moving on, the mom was talking about, like I said, Michelle was meeting David's family, and the mom was talking about, him staying, with her and stuff like that, because of course it's a problem for Michelle. She was like, but he stays in an apartment, it's like an apartment for him downstairs. That's a small apartment. He said 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, I swear, a bath. When they showed his spot, it was like a little bed tucked over in the corner somewhere, man. It did look like that. It looked like this little table right here and pushed up against the wall. That's what it looked like. That's what, so we should have seen it. Let us walk around. Did we miss that? You walked around it. It was like a pen like this and a pen like that. They panned the camera back and forth, and that was it. So she was like, mom said, that she didn't want her baby hurt and stuff like that, because my baby. She didn't say baby, but she said she don't want him hurt. And my baby. And the other friend was just saying, or whoever the girl was, sister, I don't know, that that David is 100% in. See, my thing is that when y'all parents or whoever, I don't want them hurt. They came on a whole show to meet a whole stranger. What you expect is chances are that somebody ain't gonna like somebody. Like, did you see the stats for Married at First Sight? You know what I'm saying? So yes, so when you say I don't want them hurt, that's the chance they chose to take. So yeah, bye, child. Bye. Y'all be talking that stuff, honey, like they've been in a whole relationship for 5 years. But anyway, so Michelle was just saying, yeah, I see that David all in. And then the friend was like, well, are you all in? Because he giving it 100. She was like, well, right now it's still overwhelming for me. I said, she going to hold on to that overwhelming word, honey, to the end. Because she ain't liking it. She ain't feeling it. I really think she's using that overwhelming thing as an excuse. And like you said, she's not feeling David like that. I think she was feeling him I don't think she was feeling him at first, to be honest with you. I don't either. I think, that his look was too much for her. I think so too. And on top of that, his look was too much for her. And then when she found out that he stayed at home, then he smoked, that was like 3 strikes right there. Did she want a black man? Did she say black man? She said she was open. Okay. She was open. Because I know she said she wanted a man with tats. And gave him that. But did she say she wanted a man with a whole bunch of hair, probably more than hers? I don't know. So maybe it's the hair that's throwing him off. Maybe he not. I don't know. I don't know. She said he looked like, who she said he looked? Oh, yeah, Jeannie. Yeah. When she said that, yeah, she's not attracted to her. I showed you, I put on the thumbnail what the Jeannie looked like. He had that big old head, honey, and that little ponytail. So it got to be the ponytail, the hair that really and truly is throwing her off, because she's not attracted to him at all, to me. In my opinion. I agree with you. And what made it worse, like you said, the staying at home in the basement and the smoking. Then the 2 jobs, and she don't feel like he can support himself. She really feels like that. Oh, that's why? Yeah, I think that's another reason why. Because he be saying, I got 2 jobs. He should keep emphasizing that. Yeah, I know a lot of people that got 2 jobs, but they still won't, they still barely, to meet the ends meet. Ends meet. What's the word? Pay Peter to pay Paul. Peter to pay Paul. Rob Peter to pay Paul. But yeah, because you got 2 jobs, really don't mean a lot. It depends what kind of jobs you have, You be working at Burger King and McDonald's.
David meets Michelle's family and stuff like that, and Michelle, David meets Michelle's family, and so he began to tell them that he lived.
He said, "I'm gonna go ahead and rip this Band-Aid off.
He ripping chat.
Rip this Band-Aid off and tell you I live at home with my mama. Y'all like
I
it.
live in the basement." And
If
who
y'all
that
like
was,
it's up
that
to
sister
y'all.
said,
Yeah.
she just did that. This finna be real bad. This finna be real bad.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I don't really think he should be on the show. And it's not completely his fault, because I think the producers said, "Well, man, you live at home with your mom. Your time is not right now. Okay, we're not
Or
gonna have you on. We're not gonna have you on the show
they
because
said,
of that."
"Ooh, this could be a good swing. Let's try this experiment to see a grown man staying at home how it's gonna pan well." Now I know some of y'all in the comments, and I've seen you saying ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, other couples had staying at home with their parents. Other couples on shows have been at home with their parents. Love is Blind is one. He was, and you see how that didn't fare well. But in this particular thing, you got to think Love is Blind. They was working to get married. Married at first sight, they married.
And here's the thing, you know, people say, "Yeah, it may work," because but they don't think like y'all. Everybody don't think the same, you know, because you think it's okay for this man to stay at home with his parents at the age of 36, 38. A lot of women don't think that way,
Right.
you know. And when you stand at home, especially at that age, women want to feel secure. They want a man this man's gonna take care of me if something goes, sideways. But if you stand at home, that the first impression a woman's gonna get like, okay, he can't support himself, so how you gonna support me?
Yep.
So
the sister, one of the sisters of whoever these people are that's talking.
I think that was a sister.
She was like, "Ooh, that's not gonna be good for her." Like, so what is it? Do you pay the rent? Do you help pay he said he helped pay the rent. He paid the bills, but he still got some student loans that he paying on and stuff like student loan. Bruh, never mind, because I don't know. Let me not touch that, because some people go to school and they $20,000, $30,000 in debt. So
worse than that.
I don't know, because mine was never that much.
Yeah, I known people that got like $90,000 worth of student loans.
But they probably doctors though, right?
They probably were.
I'm trying to see what he doing.
Yeah.
what you student loan it? What they loaned you?
Y'all should have wrote President Biden so he can forgive them student loans like he was trying to do. Yeah, a lot of people got their student loans forgiven.
So
that's why I got through that. Yeah.
The sister was just saying, as far as you kind of dispelling all this information and stuff like that, you maybe move too fast. You got to slow up. She gonna need to take things slow, and because he was saying she feel overwhelmed. Yeah.
She do not feel overwhelmed. She is feeling like she ain't feeling you. She is using that as an excuse to let you down gently.
Mm-hmm. Juan meets Carla's family.
That's it.
Well, you move too fast. Juan meets Carla's family.
Go ahead.
Juan meets Carla's family, and Juan said he need Carla to work right now. Like, he ain't trying to take care of her. He's still trying to launch his business, get it off the ground.
Okay, if that's the case,
I need for her to work.
If that's the case, Juan, maybe you shouldn't have got married. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to, you too busy trying to get your career up. You trying to launch this app. He's trying to put out there, and he needs his wife to work. Bruh, maybe you should have thought about that before you came on this show, because you need to be focusing on your app, not being married. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't want to work. In my way, in a way, because she even said, she trying to launch her business too.
Well, I don't think that he should have not came on the show.
I don't think he should have.
I think, like, when you date somebody or whatever, working toward marriage, I think that, you both working towards something.
That's the difference, though. If you dating, you can get to know that person. You understand that, but you already married now. That's what I'm saying. Now, you don't know what you're going to get, because when you sign up for this show, you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to tell me what you want, But you know the experts don't care about what you want. They're gonna give you what they want. Now they're gonna give you a woman that's free spirit and running through the forest naked because that's how she is. And she might not even want to work the next day. So now you stuck. So yeah, man. Me personally, I want to took that chance if I'm trying to do something like he was trying to do.
So now we get to meet Carla meets Warren's family.
And the dad said,
"Wait a minute. Ooh, you can't wait for that. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna let you say that part. Okay, just calm down." So Carla was saying that she asked for a man. She asked God for a man that can play an instrument and sing, and he was doing that. I said, not singing for a girl. Girl, let's not lie. Let's not lie.
And she was saying what that?
And she said, so she got that and stuff
like that.
Yeah.
And but we want to know how you bring money. How you bring money in?
That's what the dad said. How you make your money?
How you bring money in?
Like he cut her short.
She was talking about
like, oh, she was on heaven.
She was on cloud nine. He said, "Pop, how you make money?" So,
because I don't know his English is.
It was broken English.
So, but he knew how to say that. He knew how to say that real well.
And she was stunned. She was shocked. Yeah. She was frozen.
And then so she began to explain. She got different businesses and all that stuff, whatever. And the dad said, what? Well, it's 50-50. It's going to be 50. Y'all going to be doing 50-50.
And once again, I don't know if the producers are telling the parents to ask these questions because, once again, he overstepped his boundaries. Y'all should do like 50. Don't tell somebody how to run their household. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm glad, she said what she said. It depends on the doggone partners. It depends on the marriage couple, on the couples, because 50-50 might work for this couple. 90-10 might work for that couple. 100-0 might work for this couple. But 100-0 don't work for me. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
10-90 works for me, child. 10 and 90. So, but yeah, so everything is like whatever works for each couple, and you can't judge your situation by somebody else.
Daddy don't care. That's it.
And then he said, I do 50. I said, I know you big grown self ain't doing no 50-50 with your wife.
Yes, he is. I can see that. What? Baby, I don't want to do 90-10. Heck no, 50-50.
And to me, 50-50 became like a thing. And I don't know what other couples were doing, but I think that it became something of a modern age type of thing.
Yeah, I agree, because I think most couples back in the 70s or 80s, they were doing, the man basically worked.
Right.
And the woman stayed at home to raise the kids, Times have changed now. Some women want to do 50-50. Because they feel like, okay, I got to contribute something to the household because, I want to go out there. Some women want to work. Some women don't want to stay at home. They want to go out there to get their careers and stuff going, right. So, hey.
Yeah, but they still want to work, but they don't want to pay 50-50. Not especially if the man, it depends what the man doing. Now, if the man, y'all equal on y'all, maybe y'all can work something out. If y'all make the same amount of money, y'all both bringing in the same amount. But if the man make majority of the money, then
that's different. It's a ratio. It's a ratio.
Yeah.
Now, if we making the same amount of money, I was like, yeah, girl, 50-50.
Or you may be like, well, you pay this particular big bill and I pay the rest of them. So I don't know.
All jokes aside,
situation is different.
All jokes aside, if we need you to make the same money, we'll still do the way we do it. Okay, it won't be no 50-50. I'll still pay majority of the bill.
Yeah, that's why.
Because it makes me feel like a man. Made me feel like I got control of the situation. I control the household. I control the decisions. I control it. If I'm paying most of the bills, yes, I have the final say.
Don't care. Don't bother me none. At all. At all. Let's move on.
I'll tell you how to spend your money too.
Now that's what we gotta do. So anyway, Thomas meets Camille's family, and her sister was basically saying, just kind of like watch my sister because she can't get into mode where she kind of shuts down. They also asked about his vulnerability and how he'll be vulnerable. And Thomas was honest. I like Thomas. I like Thomas and Camille. I hope they make it. I hope they last. Thomas is very, honest. Now the daddy said, listen, don't play with me, young man. Don't play with me.
Yeah,
That's
that-
my daughter, and I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. You still got to earn my trust. And when Thomas said, "I can talk all day long, but it's all about action."
Yep.
I got to show you. And you know, and like I said, I like Thomas too, man. You know, and
He had
hopefully,
them little squinting eyes. Though,
yeah.
right?
Well, hopefully him and what's her name?
Camille.
Camille. I hope they work out. I like Camille also. You know.
Now the mama, she said not nothing.
You know why?
She not from here.
No, she only pay 10% of the bill. So you only pay 10%. You don't say jack. You don't say.
Let me tell you something. I'm sitting up here talking loud and proud. So anyway, so Camille meets Thomas' family and stuff. So Camille was asking about, you know, Thomas, and the brother was just saying, you know, as far as him, you know, he's a joke, or he don't mind joking, but baby, watch it if he get too critical. Like, you know, he don't like that harsh critical stuff. So
Thomas kind of sensitive. I can kind of tell he's real sensitive.
and the brother said that he's more of the aggressor,
Right.
And you know, he's more of the one that's
outgoing, probably. You know, has a more aggressive tone, and he talks more. Yeah, you can tell Thomas really don't like talking that much.
Yeah,
so.
He's a real introvert.
Yeah,
they get on a whole TV show.
Yeah.
So M and Ike are meeting up, and they just kind of talking about, okay, we know our parents talking all that stuff, whatever. So what was said? So she was like, well, your folks said you wanted a unicorn, and I am not that. I am not perfect. And so she was just a little like concerned about that. And he was like, well, who don't want a unicorn? Like, you want something that's different, that's kind of even tailor-made to you. So I'm not asking for somebody that's perfect. I just want somebody that's kind of perfect for me. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good when you're trying to find a wife. But if you're single, all that unicorn stuff don't matter.
What you mean?
Yeah, you just want anybody, anything back in the day, you know, when you're single.
Anything, anybody.
Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. When you out there, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. When you out there holding around,
like you was,
it don't matter. You know, as long as they clean, halfway decent looking, and ain't crazy, too crazy, hey, it don't matter. But once you decide you want to settle down with somebody,
no, go get the crazy ones and the ones that have look at. Go get them. Go get them. Go get the ones that.
But you got to do all that to get where you at now.
No, you want.
Yeah, you got to go through all that.
Don't try to go and get the princess.
Yeah, you got to go through all.
When you was out there with the minions.
Hold on, it worked both ways too. Now a lot of y'all women.
I didn't use the words you said. I was.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hitting it and hitting it.
I'm not me per se. I'm just saying people.
It was you per se.
I'm just saying people, even women. They love that thug passion, and when they thug, they want that little gangster guy. And when they get knocked up with them 2 or 3 kids, and as they get older, now y'all want the square guy. The square guy said, "I don't want that. I don't want y'all. Y'all got on 4 or 5 different baby dads. I don't want that. I'm making $250,000 a year, and you got 5 babies by 5 different dudes. When I was trying to hire you, I was too nerdy for you. No." Nah, I take that to heart too. That's what I've been through.
Well, I got my square guy. I never not like.
But first of all, I'm not square.
You the one said it. You said the nerdy dude. You called yourself.
I'm not nerdy like that, you know. But you know, I was a little nerdy in high school.
You said you're a nerd. You called yourself a nerd.
I'm not a nerd. I'm not square. I was like a rectangle.
More like oval.
You love trying to call somebody fat, and here you go.
Let's move on. So now, ain't nobody wearing no 200 pounds.
I saw the scale.
You ain't seen
I saw the scale. We went to the doctor.
Let's move out the way so that lightning gets
you. It was
like
190, 192, 193.
Whatever you think. Because that ain't what it was. Anyway, so let's go on. Oh, so David and Michael meet up and they kind of discuss, you know, the things that they talked about and stuff. So child, I guess she gonna be talking about, honey, you staying with your parents the whole show. So
you know, what's her name?
Michelle.
Count with five, Michelle. Me and Coco, we're gonna send you a t-shirt that said, "You still home with your mom and dad?"
So she was asking him, you know, he was just saying that, I learned from from your folks that, you want to slow a pace and stuff like that. She was like, yeah. So she asked him, did he have a meltdown? And so he kind of said, I had one here and there, but, just kind of like, I'm wearing this ring. But I think his meltdown was more of excitement. She was like, well, I had one at the wedding. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. She said, yeah, it was very overwhelming for me, blah, 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 whatever. And so he was telling her about, the living, I told my folks that, I told your folks that I stay at home, in my parents' basement and stuff. She was like, oh, okay, because I didn't say anything. So she was like, yeah, I want to go ahead and get that out the way. So she was like, are you embarrassed to say that or talk about it? He was like, well, no.
He's proud of it.
He said, no. He said, well, it is a little embarrassing and stuff. Yeah, he said it is a little embarrassing. So that's when he said he moved out. Where he would. What did he say, baby?
He said he moved. He said he moved out 2.5 years ago, and he came back like 8 months ago, something like that. But he been like gone from the parents' house like 2 years and came back.
And when that $1,700 a month of rent, he was like, oh. And he got out there. He probably had a 2-year lease. He got up out of there. And he scared back on. Ooh, it's dangerous out there. It's scared. It's real bills out there.
And Mama said, come on back, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to cook you some.
Yeah, come on. And put you back on my ticket.
I'm going to cook you some. What you want? But he told her that he got an apartment down there. He go in and he don't see an apartment down there.
I thought you said apartment.
An apartment down there in the basement. He don't even see his folks. He got his own entry and exit, bathroom, kitchen, 2-bedroom, all that stuff, honey. So yes,
we sure didn't see that, but hey, we could be wrong. Maybe they didn't show it.
So yeah, but she said, she said, yeah, I'm still hung up on the, you staying at home with your folks. Maybe somebody get over, but right now,
she won't.
I'm just hung up on that. So, and the more she go along in this, the more truth is coming out. It's bothering her. It's like something that's
stirring in her. Man.
It's day and night, and she
in bed tossing and turning. He's living at home with his parents. So yeah,
and then you can see even the body language. When they sit together, she far from him and all that stuff. So he was just saying, too, that I was concerned if you're gonna go on the honeymoon, because she was like, oh yeah, I'm going on the honeymoon.
Oh yeah, man, you're gonna get that free trip. Even Alyssa from what season was that?
Whatever season.
She didn't like what's his name?
His son,
Chris. What's his name?
Chris.
She didn't like Chris, but guess what? She still went on the honeymoon.
Said, yep, she went on the honeymoon, honey. And she was ready, honey. She packed her stuff and all that stuff. She didn't want to sit with him. Did she take a different flight?
No, she definitely. I think she was trying to, or she sat in different seats or something. She sat away from him.
She didn't want to sit with him. She didn't want to stay in the same room. Did they stay in the same? Nope, I don't think they had the same. I think they had 2 separate hotel rooms. 2 separate rooms. I
said, why you even come? You stay in 2 different rooms, man. I'm surprised production paid for that. Yeah. I was saying that season. And she, even when she was trying to negotiate with Chris before they left, well, when you get back to the real world and we get the apartment, you stay a week in the apartment and I stay a week. And Chris said, that's when he put his foot down. He said, nah, I don't know why we talking about those.
Yeah, you keep going on. But basically, it's like, I don't think I ever seen a couple. Now, I ain't watched all the seasons of Married at First Sight, but I don't think I've seen a couple yet that we've watched to decline the honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? Folks want to go on there so they can get, like you said, that free trip, honey, because it seems like they always want to go to Mexico. I know Mexico is cheaper, but that's what they want to take. So anyway, so yeah, she said she going. So Madison and Alan, they talking, and he was like, well, as far as your dad, he asked about the STD test and stuff. There was a little weird and stuff. But Alan said that they also asked as far as physical attraction and stuff. So and she said, well, the attraction is there, because he want to know, are you attracted to me? She said the attraction is there. But you're not my physical, you're not my normal type, like who I would go after. Because the question was, I think with her folks is if she saw him in the streets, would she be attracted? And the friend was like, she wouldn't be somebody that y'all would, talk to or whatever. And so she said, but he was like, I keep hearing about this pretty boy. What is a pretty boy? That's when she explained it's like a metrosexual, someone that keeps himself groomed.
And then she did say somebody that goes to the gym a lot.
Yeah. I added, the pedicures and the manicures, because some guys do like to keep themselves up to that aspect. And the reason I said like a female, because the females go and get their nails done. They make sure, not all, because some, and I ain't talking about just the nails. Some females don't keep up their appearance. They care less about all of that. But for the most part, most women keep up their appearance. They care about, how they look and their aesthetics of their body. And that's basically what they're saying a pretty boy is, so that's why I said that my husband is like that. My husband is he's very clean. Okay, so you nasty.
I'm nasty.
Okay, so he's very clean.
Nasty and
he
funky.
can't
I
be
got
clean
dirty
cut.
nails.
No, and see, but he care about dirty nails. You know what I'm saying? If it's some dirt, he'd be like, "Ooh, I gotta get that." So that means that he cares
rough
about.
Hands.
No, he wear gloves when he go to work, because a man is doing what he do. His hands should be very rough, but his hands are very, very soft. Some of y'all would never know that, but they are.
Now my feet, on the other hand, ooh, boy.
No, his feet is actually not rough at all. So yes.
Why you make me look soft?
I don't make you look soft.
You look soft.
I enjoy the
I'm gonna have a 10-year-old out there kicking my butt.
No, I enjoy the fact that you keep up yourself and you care about your appearance. He soaks, he does his spa days and stuff like that.
I do not. Move out the way. No.
You do soak, man.
Hey, I do soak in the tub, man.
Like 2 hours. That's how his whole body be soft.
So the bathroom is a man oasis.
Not all men.
We go in that bathroom, we sit there, we look through the phone, watch the videos.
Really, that's the same for a woman as well, because she like to relax and get in the tub and get her little bubbles and all that stuff.
Yeah, saying, man.
Yes, that's what a pretty boy is. So okay, so let's move on. So they packing for the honeymoon to go to Mexico, honey, like they do a lot of them. I know they probably went to Jamaica a couple times, but it seemed like they always go to Mexico. But anyway, except for that time when they had the C-19 child, they went straight to Florida. So all the couples are on the bus, and they're now for the first time meeting each other, because some of them, the men ain't seen the women, vice versa. So Michelle said in her confession, she said, "Ew, everybody's so happy, like they known each other before they got married and stuff." But I'm not like that. I'm overwhelmed. Nobody else is overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed. This is new to me. I don't know this man.
The only reason why you ain't like that because your man still live at home with mom and dad
in the basement. And I guarantee y'all, if this man was probably a better look for her, and he had his own, doing his own thing or whatever, maybe she probably right there curled up on it. Yeah. So the couples are in the they made it to Mexico, so they in the lounge and they talking about who has chemistry with who and all that stuff, whatever. So each one said, hey, I'm struggling, hey, we having a good time. Y'all see over there, M and Ike, honey, they curled up, child. They curled, but the next time, I don't know, a couple episodes we're going to see with honey, they on the outs. But, they hugged up, they got chemistry, they the number one couple.
If you want to clown, I'm bringing circus. Oh, dang.
You remember.
Yeah. I remember she said it. I said, ooh, black women, y'all can come up with some sense.
So Juan was just saying that, Juan was very, I thought he was very, wise when he said this. He said, for me or for everybody, just enjoy the ride, enjoy the moment, because, you may be at a place where you're enjoying where you are right now, and you may another couple may get to that place 2 weeks from now. Yeah. So, everybody's going to have their moment, highs and lows and stuff.
And Juan, he was correct. He was right, because when that circus come in town, ooh, damn, what made her think of that? If you want to clown, I'm going to bring the circus. Get out of here. Ooh.
She quick on her feet. I wonder what her son is. So she's quick on her feet because, when she said, the lady asked about the question. So, so David is, so now they're showing the scene of David and Michelle. So, just call her apartment. Let's call her, what's her nickname for her?
Section 8. Oh, she's trying to find a place to go, boy. David, you gotta find a place to go, David. You gotta find a place to go.
Okay, so
Section
David,
8.
so they talking, and it seemed like David slept
David,
on the couch.
Yeah, he was.
So
You know why he slept on the couch, right?
what?
That's what you do when you're on Section 8.
So David slept on the couch, from the night before, and they was talking. It seemed like he got hungry at 1:00 in the morning.
Who
He
eat
ate
that late,
6
man?
tacos.
That's another thing she probably worried about too.
What?
As David get older, that's why he stay in the gym. If he gets older, the way he eat, he might blow up, man.
And he was saying too that he used to do bodybuilding or something like that.
And showing, I can kind of tell, but you can see where he kind of let himself go.
But so in her confession, she was like, I'm glad he kind of slept on the couch. It don't bother her. She said it don't bother her, but then she said it is concerning. So but I guess for right now, hey, it ain't nothing going on in the bed. So anyway, it don't really matter to her. So here she go, honey, brush her teeth, doing all that stuff, and she said, "Well,
I just can't take I just can't take it no more. I gotta get it off my chest. When you gonna get home? No, when you gonna leave home? I want to say the N word."
So she said, who stays at home with their parents at the age of 36?
38 or 36.
I put 36. I don't know. So at 36. So in my head, she said, I'm wondering, like, this is concerning to me. So is your mom doing your laundry? Is she cooking for you?
She paying your bills? Is she wiping your butt? Well, come on, man.
He said, no, it's not like that. I pay my bills. And he's going to always be trying to reassure her.
I choose to live home. I choose to live at home. I can leave anytime I wanted to. I just moved back because it makes sense for me paying $1,700 a month when I'm barely, staying there because I'm working 2 jobs. Which I understand why I get that part, but
Chicago's expensive anyway.
It is, and but still, like I said, if you're in that position, you should never got on the show. I'm just being honest. You should never came on the show. Because
somewhere in your mind, or even your parents' mind, nobody thought that. I don't think a woman would want to be. It's gonna be a turnoff for her. So nobody in your family or you thought that would be, or say, you know what, you better go and be telling her you got your apartment, you done moved out. So it should have been in the progress of because now it's this whole big thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. When I first got my job, I worked out of town a lot, and I stayed at home with my parents till like late 20s. I was gone like half the month, out of town. So I just thought, like Dave was thinking, it didn't make no sense for me to get a place where I'm not using it, so because I stay in the hotels and stuff when I'm out of town. So, but I say
I can understand yours, but he using it. He there. You know what I'm saying? He there every day, every night.
See, I was gone like I said, 2 weeks out of the month.
Yeah, so, that makes sense. Yeah. Who wants to who wants to be paying play and you not there? Right. He be there. Like, I don't care if you work 2 jobs, you still
you gotta lay your head there every night.
Yeah, you laying there every night. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your water bill and all that stuff. So to me that's different. But again, he is later in life. You was in your 20s. Yeah. He in his close to 40s. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so you got Ike and M, and they laying at the beach, they chilling, honey. They is having a good time, honey. They is the number 1 couple, child. They doing their thing, except for Thomas and Camille. And so she said that she loved to eat
chitlins.
Oh, she said she loved to eat, and then I guess he said he don't eat meat. Yeah. But she was like, so you don't eat no chitlins?
I said she picked the worst thing to eat.
She picked the blackest thing.
No, that's the worst thing to eat, man. Who eats chitlins, man?
Chitterlings. Proper name, chitterlings.
We gonna call them chitlins. We call them down south. Who eat that? At first, my mom used to cook it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know where they came from. Yeah. Then, as I got older, I found out where they came from.
They just look squeaking.
Yeah, it's intestines. That's why.
I know, but they look squeaking and they gray looking. Mm-hmm. And I was like, they gray looking. Like y'all don't.
You know why we eat that, right?
because I know probably on the slave and all that stuff.
Then we
Whatever.
ate the leftovers.
That wouldn't be one I would choose.
Yeah, you would. You hungry enough, you would eat it.
So, so I was told that if it smells like in the house and
It's
something
not
like
clean.
that, yeah. So whoever cooking it, they ain't clean them good because
If I gotta do a lot of work to cook some food, I'm not
like
gonna
clean
cook
it, and
Yeah,
then are you for those that eat them? Are you cleaning the poop out of them?
I think so. You gotta
Like they
squeeze
come
it
with the
out.
poop?
Cause when they cut them out, it's it's not completely clean, so you gotta squeeze it so it comes out. Then
And I've tasted them. Now, don't get me wrong. At one point, I think I just wanted to be in the eat thing. It wasn't my family. It was another, like a friend,
you
friend.
chilling,
And
trying
I
to
was
fit
eating
in.
I was. And then, because I was like, oh, everybody eating. Okay, let me try this. I was like,
Ooh, so they jump off the cliff. You gonna jump off right the
I
cliff?
was young, child, probably like 10 years old. And I was like, okay. And then, but I don't think I had an acquired taste for them. I didn't think that they was good. I think I was just trying. But then later on, I just realized, no, that's not your thing, girl. Don't even try it.
MM said something about liver.
I eat liver now.
I couldn't stand
Fried
liver.
liver and some good gravy.
I know
I ain't had that in a long time.
when I was younger, when I was like 10 years old, my mom used to cook liver. You're not gonna leave the table till you eat all your food. You see the clock, click, click, click. It be like sun be going down, it be dark. I'm still at the table.
They leave it to beaver stuff. So yeah, I eat liver. I hadn't cooked it in a long time, but I remember cooking it, and I remember
It was good for you.
Yeah, when it's real slippery and slimy.
Yeah.
I remember getting it, and baby, that thing it slipped right out my hand, went down the garbage disposal. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be cooking it no more. So
yeah, she said something about kidneys. Who eat kidneys?
She went blackity black. She went.
Is she from the South?
I don't know. So she was talking about chitlins, then she said lizards, then she said gizzards, then she said kidneys. I was like, girl. He was like, oh my gosh, it's basically you eating all the insides.
Yeah, you eat the whole pig, man. Good gracious, man. The eyeballs.
The liver ain't the pig. Huh? Liver ain't the pig.
That's a cow.
That's beef. Yeah.
That's beef. Oh, I don't eat it then because I thought you could for the pig. Ugh. I thought you from the South. Yeah, mom, liver.
So anyway, they talked about that and stuff like that. So it seems like he don't eat meat, and all that stuff. So he asked, has she ever been engaged? She has. It was a long time ago. I guess college or after college or something like that. But it didn't work out. Well, he was talking about he was engaged, but it seems like he cheated. And this was like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right out of college for him too.
Yeah, so he learned from that and he moved on. So she was like, she normally, I guess, is good at recognizing red flags, but he changed.
That's why I never agreed. I'm sorry, I mean cut y'all. That's why I never agreed. I know getting married at a young age like that because you're still trying to find yourself. And they get engaged at 20, 21, 20, 21 years old. Man, you still trying to grow up.
I agree. So Madison and Alan, they have dinner, they talk, because, she did mention that, she has anxiety about all this stuff, whatever. It seems as though when, they was in that utopia, I guess, and everything was high when they was at the wedding, they met, the family liked each other, everybody was jiving and juking and having a good time. But then reality just started to sit in. So she said she started feeling anxious because it was like, oh no, look what I've done. And so he was like, well, I didn't know that. I don't want you to feel anxious about, us or me. And so, so he was like, we could just go slow. Sometimes I don't even know when to hold your hand and stuff like that. She said, it's okay. I think she said it's okay to grab my hand, or sometimes, touch me. And it's something about when a man touch a woman right there at the small of her back. I don't know what it is. It's very intimate to me.
Is it?
Why are you looking like that?
I'm just saying.
It's intimate if that's your partner. Now another man can't touch you in the back of your back. Yeah, it's intimate if it's your partner. I said,
dang, any man gonna touch you in the back. Ooh. Come on, man.
And first of all, I didn't sound like no Daffy Duck. So, but yeah, it's very interesting. So she was saying, you can do those things, so she said that she do like, romance. She like, excitement and stuff. And so he was like, well, hey, I can give you the lay out the magic carpet and give you, a magic carpet. I think Alan really likes Madison. I think he really wants
I
to
don't
make
think
it
it's
work.
reciprocal though.
Yeah, but
I don't think so.
I think that's why he's kind of like putting his best foot forward. Tell her, hey, basically, I can give you the world.
He gonna snap too.
Yeah, well, he is.
Yeah.
So basically, he's telling her, I can give you the world if that's, what I'm saying, because I really and truly want it. I like you. You're gorgeous. But yeah,
I think Alan and Madison and David, what's his wife's name? Michelle. I think that's where the swap gonna happen at. Because I think Alan and Michelle.
You think Michelle want a man staying with his basement? With the basement in his mama house?
She wants somebody. She go by looks, in my opinion.
And pretty boy, he is not.
I know, but to her, he might be pretty for her. You know what I'm saying? But I really think, Michelle, Alan has a lot to offer to Michelle. You know what I'm saying? He built his own house, he built his own place, got a good job, and I think it'll be right up Michelle's alley.
But they did throw us this little thing on the previews of seeing it where it seems as though when she said you want a circus, so I don't know if this was the same part, but M went out there to comfort Alan. Remember that part?
Yeah, but M said she wanted a black man.
Hey, you're allowed to change your mind if it don't work. So I don't know. I don't know what the swap gonna be. I'm excited to see this season.
It better be a swap. Don't be trying to play with we fooled y'all. There ain't no swap. The only swap we having is Dr. Pepper and Dr. Peel. Or something like that, something stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't pull the okey doke on us. Talking about a swap.
Well, you guys, that's all we got.
Oh, they can say we swapped, all right. We swapped the days the show is showing.
Yeah.
I said, you son of a biscuit.
So that's all we got, y'all. I will be trying to go live either tomorrow or Thursday, midday live. So yeah, I'll be doing a midday live. And so yeah, y'all make sure y'all join in. And we're just gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna talk about politics, chat. It's enough of that on the TikTok. But
I will say never mind.
But we will talk.
You know what game I was playing while we was watching that, right?
But we will talk about.
I'll say he voted for him.
But anyway,
he voted for him. Oh yeah, I can tell. He voted for him.
So we're gonna talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. So but I do have something that I got over TikTok that we're gonna discuss, and I let y'all chime in on y'all opinion. So yeah, look for that either tomorrow, which is Wednesday, or Thursday, midday 12. CST time, Central Standard Time.
So, no, that's how you said, but okay.
What'd you say? That's how it's spelled, CST.
Yeah, he voted for him.
All right.
I can tell the way he danced and playing out that he'll.
All right, you guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
I play
As
that
we
game
said at
all
the end
the time
of every
now.
video, don't forget to go God and let God go with you.
I was for God first.
Deuces.